We're joined today by one of Star Wars Unlimited's top premier players of the game.
I know.
I don't think anyone has the track record so far that John has,
He's
right?
a premier TCG in general player.
Yeah, I've known John a dozen years, all the way back to this Hex game we played, so long ago. That was like a Magic clone.
Oh, yeah, you were telling me that the other day. That's
and
funny.
then reconnected with John at the Orlando 5K where he top cutted there.
Yeah.
I think Green Sabine was what he was playing back then. And
Nice.
then
One of my favorites.
you got to meet John at Gen Con where
Yeah.
he made top cut again and won his finalizer mat up there above your head.
I know.
And I think he's top cut at almost every event he's ever been in. Definitely, I don't think anyone has top cutted more than John has. And then he's won a couple of
That's
the
a
SCG events.
Amazing title. I love it.
Yeah, like this
Congrats,
weekend.
John.
So we are joined by John Tatta. Hey, John!
Yay! Yay!
Hey guys, thanks for having me.
Thanks
You're
so much.
yeah, you're far too kind, but I appreciate it.
Oh, no, we're excited to have you, man. Your deck this weekend was really hot. Some Jango Tarkintown. Congratulations on the big win. Here, I think we have. Let me see if I can
Congratulations to K2OD in general.
pull
That's
up the
awesome.
picture. Yeah,
Y'all
did
had more
great.
than.
There it is. We had an SCG Con
Yay!
Columbus winner.
I love it.
Don't look too closely at his SCG Con Washington D.C. winner picture. It might be a lot like this one.
Yeah,
right.
I think they just kind of forgot to take it. They almost forgot the top 8 picture too, but
Aw, yeah.
good enough.
Oh yeah, congratulations!
That's fantastic.
So what was the event like this weekend? Give us a little feel for it.
Yeah,
Because a lot of us got to watch it on stream. I mean, you got a huge
yeah,
stream audience, right?
It was fantastic.
yeah. The event was great. There were a ton of good players there. They all kind of came out for the first big event for set 3. Everyone's kind of excited right now to play a kind of like a new game, right? I mean, there's no Boba Fett,
right.
so the meta's kind of wide open. Brand new set, so a lot of players came out. Ian was there from from Bothan Network. Alex Blandon, he's a PQ winner. Phil from the MCG team, he was there. He's a PQ winner. So it was a really tough event. A lot of fun.
Yeah, a lot of fantastic players there.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's so much fun to watch on McClunky Gaming streaming.
Yeah.
I
Titanic
think they
and did a great job,
they
and
did
Claire
fantastic. Yep.
putting on the stream. I know it's hard.
Tower.
Yeah, Tower was a great commentator. I think Endless and Dark both commentated. It was just a fantastic day.
Yeah.
To watch.
Yeah, it was
Star
great.
Wars
The
if
stream
you're a
was great.
fan.
Tim is awesome. All of his streams are
Yeah.
great. So yeah, it
And-
was awesome.
And thank you so much. I don't know if you've gotten enough thank yous for actually playing out the top for you guys. Playing
Yes!
it out for all of us at home that didn't get to make it.
Yes.
I mean, that was
Yeah.
y'all could have just
Well,
left and gone home, and we really appreciate y'all doing that.
Thank you for
Honestly,
playing it out.
we kind of wanted to anyway. It's just we split mostly because we're all friends, and it
Right.
kind
Sure.
of felt wrong to just not split.
Yeah.
But I wanted to play it out anyway.
Good.
For the stream mostly, but also just to play it out. So I don't think we really minded.
Yeah.
No, that was fantastic.
Yeah, another big showing by KTOD. As you know, we've
Yes.
been, since I met up with you guys at the Orlando 5K, Courtney and I have been in y'all's Discord as a Kashik tier subscriber, right? That's why we got the pink shirt from Mike. Sent us the pink shirt for
That's
Courtney.
right. And don't forget.
Don't forget the,
It's okay.
yeah, put that on the
Yeah.
hand cam. What's
It's amazing.
So is a Death Star on one side
Yep.
and a Tarkin on the other?
Yep.
Is that the official KTOD
I love
initiative token, John, I guess?
Yep.
Love it.
That's the one.
That's
Saw it on
awesome.
stream.
Super detailed.
Yeah, it's really great. It's really quality heavy, well done. Yeah, so good job, Mike and Matt and all the KTOD guys, Justin and Stevie, for putting
Yep.
putting those
Lou,
things together
everybody.
for the supporters. We all really appreciate it.
Yep.
So KTOD had a big, I guess, showing with Jango Tarkintown. Let's take a look
Jango
at the
Tarkin
deck
tech. I like
list.
that.
Yeah, I
Let's
know-
look at the Tarkin tech.
This is it. Can you see the deck list? I guess. Look, we stuck your face in the corner so everybody knows
That's
whose
right.
deck list this is.
Good job, babe.
So John, just walk us through a little bit about this deck. Where did it come from? I mean, obviously it looks a lot like the Boba,
Yeah, I guess
the
some questions for
Boba
you.
deck at the end of set 2. But yeah, why don't you?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna steal your thunder. Tell us about it.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. So this deck kind of came about. I'm not going to say that we created this deck because I mean sure a lot of people probably had the same idea, but right around set 3 was releasing. trying to figure out like we had kind of assumed that Boba was going to get banned or at least like changed in some way. So we wanted to figure out what the best Django deck was. So I don't know if it was me or Mike or someone else just kind of pitched like, why don't we just try Django? Because you still get fire spray and his
Fire
ability is
spray.
yeah, and
Yeah.
his
Yes, that's
ability is
so
really
good.
good with a lot of the new cards like P38 for example, and the ISB agent. So we kind of started building this deck. The one that Mike played in his showdown was like one of our earlier versions. It wasn't playing. I don't know exactly what cards were missing from his list, but after he played it and after we tested it more, we kind of figured out that hey, this deck is really good into the current meta or the expected meta anyway.
Right.
And in some ways, it's actually better than Boba, which is kind of scary to say.
Wow.
Like
Those are
I
big words,
Those are
sir.
big
yeah,
words.
like the TDR shell, the triple dark raid shell, just kind of
Mm-hmm.
plays better into someone like Django, mostly because you don't lose tempo from the unit bouncing back to your hand. So if
Right.
you get the a raider or the P38 and exhaust something, that's going to play better overall than
Oh,
what
that's a
Boba
great
could
point.
do.
Great point.
Yeah, so it just you don't lose tempo, you stay ahead on board, and you stay ahead in damage, which is the main thing. So it just started testing well. We added cards on the last few days, like the Vambrace flamethrower.
Yeah,
That
that's
was an
hot.
idea
I hadn't
from
seen that
Alex
anywhere
Blandon.
before you guys played
Yeah,
it.
it, it
Yeah.
Yeah.
it worked really well. We added the crafty smugglers because we felt like there'd be a lot of mirror matches, and having shielded units kind of stops the exhaust effect.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I
Yeah.
mean, like other than that, like I feel like the deck has about 44, 45 core cards, and then uh, like the last 4 or 5 cards, like the one waylay, the tie advanced and interceptor package, like the one gunship. That's all kind of like a package that could be changed to pretty much anything.
Yeah, and we've been in our internal testing too. We kind of have been going around and around. I want to hear your thoughts on this. Is why not Cad Bane? Compare the Django and Cad Bane versions of this.
Yeah, yeah. So Cat Bane, I think is fine, but he's a little slower, and also it kind of limits you to the units that you can play. Uh, so that was the main thing is we wanted something that deployed on 5, first of all, and we wanted something
It's a
that
big
didn't
point.
like limit our deck building that much because triple dark grade pretty much already limits you to 20 plus ships. Now you could play Cad Bane in like a non TDR shell, which is totally fine. But again, like the 6 deploy and only having 2 like actual attack
Mm-hmm.
proved to be not good enough into all the new hero decks. Like all the new hero blue decks are very, very good, and you
And
want to be able to deploy before like Anakin and the big leaders.
and you lose the fire spray's best ability.
Right.
Yeah, it's
Exactly.
huge, so huge. Sure.
I have a couple questions for you. I guess why, first of all, why 16 first turn plays?
Yeah, that's a lot
That's
of
a
first
lot
turn
of.
plays.
I personally love.
Yeah, you love
and
it. Courtney
Sabine.
loves to always have a
Yes.
first turn play. She hates
Yeah.
mulliganing. So, what's your thought process? I
Yep.
know you added the mercenary gunship. It looks like perhaps as a 16th, just to have another
Yep.
first turn play.
Yeah. So honestly, you can't really look at them as first turn plays, even though you can play them turn one, obviously. Uh, this deck doesn't have any 4 or 5 drops. So you want like a lot of 1 and 2 cost cards to kind of fill the gap, right? So your 4 and 5 resource turns are kind of where you start to bridge to the late game. So oftentimes on turn 4, you're like, play surprise strike plus this 2 drop, or force trick your guy, play a 2 drop, or
Gotcha.
maybe play triple dark raid. Whereas your 5 resource turn is like, okay, play triple dark raid plus daring raid, just things like that. So you
Gotcha.
just want like a lot of curve fillers that you can play turn 1 still.
Okay, that makes sense. Um, and why 7 one of cards?
Yeah, you have a
That's
lot of one
also-
ofs in your deck.
Is that for the same? I guess I'm thinking the same
Yeah, I mean,
strategy.
kind of the same reason. So,
Yeah.
like the gunship is just like the fourth Kylo's tie. So yes, it is a one
Okay.
of, but really it's just the fourth copy of, you know, Kylo's tie.
A 3-2
Uh,
ship, yeah.
yeah,
Space.
and then like the one-off events are just kind of like, okay, I need to play 15 events because of the ISB agent. So what
Right.
15, do I want to play? Uh, I I wanted access to Force Stroke, but I didn't really want more than one because I don't want to draw more than one. Like Waylay one of is kind of the same thing. Like, okay, I want an answer to Snoke, but I don't want two Waylays because I only ever want to see one. So Waylay is a card in Boba where you'd play two or three of them because you don't lose
Oh,
tempo,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
Right.
whereas
Doesn't.
in Django, you don't really have very many spots where you can pay three resources and just bounce something without really advancing your board. So it's just a lot worse in this deck. Van Brace is like I probably should have played two, but it's hard to fit two main deck because it's not something that you can reveal with ISB agent. Um, and then of course the ships one of are like, hey, this is in here for triple dark raid. If I draw it like outside of that, fine. It could be a resource. Tie Advance can still be played, on turn three to buff your Phantom, something like that. So they're one ofs, but they're kind of not at the same time.
Gotcha. So what's your best, you think, first turn play? I read somewhere I think you like to go like two first turn drops, right? Or maybe I
Yeah,
misread
well,
that. Okay.
that was what I liked to do previously when we were playing the Death Star Stormtroopers.
Gotcha.
Just kind of figured out that the Stormtrooper isn't great into the expected meta, uh, which was mostly Jango because Jango can just kill it so easily.
Right.
I think ideally turn one I always want to play Crafty Smuggler or Kylo's Tie, but
Okay.
there are some matchups like Iden, for example, where you want to lead with the Cartel Spacer. Like that sounds kind of crazy, but it's a 2/3, so it can't be killed with like Equalize.
Yeah.
Um, so just things like that. I mean, some games you'll get kind of lucky and start with like ISB plus Greedo, which is a great start,
Right.
and then
Right. Yeah.
turn two, you can just go into playing like a defender or like Phantom or something.
And just out of my random curiosity, why no Bazine?
Yeah,
I
I
was
love
shocked. I was
Bazine.
like, I hate to see Bazine. That's why I'm like, why no Bazine?
Yeah,
Not even
so
in the board. Oh,
i-
there's one in the
it's
board. Oh, there's
well,
three
there's
in the
three in the
board. Okay.
board,
Oh,
yeah,
there are three
and
in the board? Oh, okay. I
yeah,
missed that
yeah.
then.
Like
Okay.
the reason is like, okay, so she's good into every matchup, so I board
Right.
her in almost every time. So people would
Yeah.
ask like, well, why don't you just play in her main? Well, the reasons for that is like you don't know what to take out for her, right? So
Sure.
like there's some matchups where like breaking in might not be very good. So you take those out and put in Bazine. Or maybe like your one of choke isn't going to kill anything, so you take it out and put in Bazine. So it's just things like that. Like you would rather start with her in the sideboard and then board her in. Like in theory, you play more games sideboarded than not sideboarded, right? So
Sure.
Right.
like I don't mind putting her in for games two and three.
Yeah, no, and especially like yeah, as you well know, as a Sabine player, not having that first turn play, so every time making your opponent have to mulligan again just for two first turn
Yeah.
plays is
Because they're worried they're going to
already
get Bazine to
right
get on
because they're worried.
initiative. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
It's
tough.
like,
Yes. So
It's
so
tough.
she's kind of like an extension of the main deck. It's just she doesn't come in until
yeah,
game two.
yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
And now I know, obviously, people can interact with you on your team's KTOD server. Great spot to go join their Patreon.
Yep,
But
absolutely.
also, John, you have a blog, right? Bad Takes Woo. Tell us about
Yeah.
it. Just put
Yeah,
the picture
so
up, and here's the link for it.
yeah, thanks. So like a few weeks ago, so previously I was doing articles and writing for a different website. Um, it just wasn't working out. I kind of wanted to just own my own thing.
Sure.
So I just made a small blog. I do a post about once a week. I'll probably do one this week about, my overall like event experience. So it's only a few weeks old at this point, but yeah, check it out. You know, Periodically I do post updates on the discords, like the main discord and the KTO discord, when I do something. And yeah, so if you like written content, this hopefully is a good medium for you.
Yeah, I've read your articles, and they're really deep and really well thought out. So thanks for
Absolutely.
doing that for the community. You don't have to do that, and that's really great to share
Oh,
the way
yeah.
you do. And we have a great question from chat. Starkiller was asking about how early on the day in the stream, the Jango Tarkintown deck didn't
seem to
perform.
flame out.
Not a lot of data points.
Yeah.
Having 2 or 3 games on the stream doesn't mean anything.
Right.
I mean, any scientist will tell you need hundreds of data points. So let's
Yeah.
not overreact to just a
Right.
few games early. But then later, as we know, I mean, you and Alex just popped off and did really great on stream. Anything different about your decks, you think, from those earlier decks? You may not even know what they had in their list, but or is it really just a skill level?
So I mean, I'm sure skill plays some factor in it, but the main thing is that this deck is very, very difficult to play properly. You have so many like decision points on your 4 and 5 resource turns that if you do the wrong one or take the wrong line, you fall very far behind and you can lose the game like almost instantly. So, you kind of have to learn what the lines are and just take those lines. I mean, playing triple dark raid at the wrong time could lose you the game. So it's just kind of seeing the board, picking the right lines, and just knowing what to do in certain matchups. I think, I mean, I watched the VOD back, and I think the early, people with this deck, maybe just copied the deck and just tried to play it. Didn't really know the lines. I don't really know. Maybe they had bad draws, but I'm sure all of that played into why it did poorly early on.
Possible they were Boba Red players too, and thought maybe
you can just
figure
switch out the leader and
yeah.
you're gonna keep rolling. But that's a great segue though into some live play.
That's
Let's
right.
let John walk you through some games, Courtney.
I know,
We'll play
I
a couple
love
of green Sabines, and then, like I said, I have the Mono Han deck that also made top 4 that we saw John beat on stream. I grabbed that list from a Clunky Gaming, and so we're gonna give them props for that list. But we're gonna start with some green Sabine. So you see a green Sabine opponent sit down across from you, a deck you know as well as anyone. Outside of Justin, probably, or Chrono, but probably as good as those guys, to be honest.
Yeah.
What are you thinking? So you're playing Jango Tarkintown, and you see a green Sabine. Where's your head at?
The first thing I think of is like, all right, I really want to be able to remove their turn 1 play. All right, so Sabine is probably looking to play the Sabine unit or a Battlefield Marine because they don't really want to fight in the space arena. So the first thing that I'm looking at is like, okay, does my opening hand have ISB agent, or does it have the P38? So those are the cards that I try to mulligan for, or at least have some way to deal with their turn 1 play. So you don't want Sabine to build a board, or else you can fall behind very quickly. You can't win like a straight up free race. So you have to find some ways to get ahead on the board.
Yeah, and then I'll give you initiative. I'll let you have initiative.
Thanks.
I'll
take it
just for fun. Yeah. So I read in your blog, and everyone should go read the blog. It's really good at Bad Takes Woo. That you feel like Jango Red is pretty favored into Sabine. Is it because of the killing the first turn play?
Yeah. It really depends on their builds. I mean, like a few cards could really switch that round, but like the typical builds, Jango is favored mostly because you can just kill their turn 1 and get pretty far ahead.
All right, so Courtney, looking at your hand.
It looks like I didn't shuffle.
Yeah, I know you did shuffle though. So before John tells you what to do, what would you do first with that hand?
I would definitely take out a Fett. I don't think I need 2 of those.
You guys got some subs from Guy, looks like.
Yay!
Uh-oh.
Thank you. That's awesome.
Oh man, look at that. That's a lot of subs too. Thank you for subscribing, Guy.
That's
John,
awesome.
you remember Guy? He won the Orlando 5K
Yeah.
that we played at. Yeah.
Yeah,
Did he knock?
Guy.
He knocked me out. I don't know if he knocked you out that day, but he knocked me out at the top cut.
I didn't play Guy that day, unfortunately.
I know. I think your deck would have been really good.
Yeah, I
into
was kind of
his
hoping
Vader
to,
deck.
but
Yeah, I know.
it didn't work out.
It's funny because I was, obviously George the Hulk. It was his deck and Guy's together, and I played George in the top 16 on almost the identical list. I got past George, and then I lost to Guy. I was like, no, I just beat this deck. Why have to play it again?
I played George at that event. I know that.
Yeah. No, seriously, Guy, thanks for the subs, man. We appreciate you coming and hanging out with us.
Yeah.
He's definitely one of the top players
So,
in the game, too.
Okay, Courtney. So you definitely resourced one of the fire sprays.
Right.
That's correct. And then
I need to keep the
I
event.
see you looking at
right?
you have to keep the event, and I see bringing the spacer to the front. That's probably fine to resource as well.
Or do a mulligan. But I think since I have the ISB agent in an event,
Yeah,
it feels bad.
this hand's not like great, but it's not bad either. Like, yeah, you have what you want early on.
All right, but you also have initiative, which makes it a little. One reason I wanted to give you initiative is it's a little trickier, I think.
Right.
Playing Jango when you want to do a first turn play, maybe.
Yep.
So.
That's true.
What do you do?
So do I save this for next turn?
Yeah, so you have a few options, right? So since you're first, you could either just pass, like there's no danger in Frank just claiming,
Right.
or you can just play your 2-drop and just go to next turn and try to play the ISB agent next turn, which is fine because you'll be able to go first again next turn. So.
Okay. Well, I will go ahead, just in case you drew all space, I guess, maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
So I am going to lane dodge you because I think that's still what Green Sabine's trying to do. So I'm going to play Jyn Urso. I only put it in the deck because I want to try some new cards from set 3.
Right.
I don't think Jyn Urso is going to make it into a Green Sabine list eventually, but let's start with it just to try a new set 3 card.
Gotcha.
Your action.
All right. Then I claim.
And you know what Sabine does.
Ping.
Ping, ping.
Yep.
I guess I'm the aggro player here. I don't know. John may be like, wait, Frank, you're going to play control here. All right, go ahead. Draw 2. And hand cam so everybody can see what you're dishing out down there.
Yep. So I drew that.
Yeah, you'll have to forgive us. There's a few second delay in me seeing their
Yeah.
hand. So.
Sure. So I think here, I mean, I think I would resource breaking in. I don't know if that's right.
So now that I see what you drew, there's 2 cards in your hand that are kind of not great, right? So the breaking in is not great now that you have a better event, and the fire spray actually isn't that great either. You usually want to find that with TDR. You don't often want to pay 6 for it, and you have a better 6-drop in your hand already.
Mm-hmm.
So resourcing the fire spray doesn't feel that bad.
Okay.
Wow, that's dramatic. A lot of people who are learning these lines for the first time are like,
Especially since I've already resourced one too.
I
so,
know.
Yeah.
it's good for me. So let's go back to the overhead. This is ready too. So
Yep.
what you want to do, Blonde Sabine?
So, as I first play ISB agent, right? Reveal it,
yeah.
And then
Yep. Yeah, the ISB agent will tap it, so it won't be able to attack.
Oh, I don't have my dice. Let me grab my dice.
got it.
Yeah.
I'll put a box here.
Yeah, that is such a kick in the teeth for an aggro player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially at Sabine when you've got a wing leader or fleet lieutenant that you're trying to play.
Yeah, and this just gets worse and worse because my
Yeah.
only turn 2 play turned out to be
Yeah, so something here that I would have done, and even though it's minor, it's still worth calling out, is that you probably should have revealed Surprise Strike rather than breaking in, because you're probably going to play Surprise Strike this turn, right?
Okay.
So you
Good
kind of
point.
just gave Frank free info of like 1 extra card in your hand.
Yep, you're right, 100%.
okay. I play an A-wing
Okay.
because that's what my deck has decided I get to play this turn.
Yeah. So then surprise strike.
Yeah, so we have a few options. We can either Surprise Strike base for 5 damage, which is totally fine, or we can just attack A-wing for 2 and then Tarkintown it.
That's a good point. I think I clear your board, don't I? 5 to base.
Yeah, then the ISB agent can
Just
take
taking
out
it
the Jyn Urso too.
Yeah,
Next turn, yeah.
next turn. So yeah, I think I just
You hitting the
hitting the
A-wing?
A-wing,
Okay. And then
do I surprise strike and kill it though?
No.
you
Waste the
have
surprise
Tarkintown.
strike? Okay.
You still
I mean, I
have
could.
Tarkintown.
I guess I could do breaking in.
Well,
Now
yeah,
that you
like,
revealed breaking in by mistake.
yeah, actually, I would probably just breaking in, honestly, kill
Okay.
his A-wing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the best
Or you
use
can
of
try to
wing
Tarkin's
leader
forces.
it or something. Yeah.
And now your play mistake didn't look so bad.
Right. True.
All right, and then I will actually take initiative and not ping you because I need to attack before you can do your shenanigans.
Okay. You pass.
All right, draw 2.
That's better.
Oh, and you still take 2 damage back. Oh,
Yeah,
1 damage
yeah,
back
yeah,
on
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Sorry.
My damage tokens out here. My hand down.
You guys got spammed with subs again by Ian this time.
Ian. Oh, and Ian's going to be actually. That's a good segue too.
Yeah.
Ian's going to be our guest tomorrow.
Yeah.
He's going to be playing his Anakin deck from SCG Columbus on stream tomorrow.
Yep.
And I think Ian's actually going to set up a webcam and actually play you. Like
I know,
you're
that's gonna be
really going to try
fantastic.
to play him on
Yep.
webcam tomorrow.
And we'll have his
Yeah.
deck list too
Yeah.
from Top Cut.
Right. We'll do the same kind of
Awesome.
segment we did with John today with Ian and Jeff tomorrow. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I love playing against Ian. Like he's actually really fun to play against. You know, he's a
Super sweet guy.
yeah, great guy,
great
and
player.
our matches are always really close. They're always fun to play.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And as much as I can be guilty of being salty, Ian's the opposite, man. That dude's never been anything but sweet and nice and like generous with his time and
Respectful.
effort. And
Yep.
yeah, Ian's top notch dude. So
Yeah, he
he's
is.
definitely someone we can aspire to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've definitely had your
So-
I definitely
Alright,
do be
so
salty at times.
I-
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're definitely playing the Phantom this turn. So it's like a matter of resourcing either
Yes.
the Surprise Strike or the Ruthless Raider. You know, it feels bad to resource either one of them, but I think we're going to get to a point where we're just going to spam Raiders. So
Okay.
as bad as it feels, I don't think we keep Surprise Strike here.
Okay. Yeah. I would have definitely resourced one of the Raiders. So yeah, this is
Very
this
educational.
is very educated. This is great for me.
When you math out Surprise Strike, are you like calculating how you're going to close the game just for other players that are thinking about resourcing Surprise Strike?
Yeah. Like I don't really start thinking about Surprise Strike damage until like around the 5 resource turn. Like early on, it's just kind of there. You know, it kind of sucks drawing early, honestly, but a lot of times on turn 4, you can just throw in like a Surprise Strike with a 2-drop. But usually it's just like, okay, I have Surprise Strike, my opponent's at like 10, 12 damage, what math do I need to get to 25?
Gotcha. Makes sense. All right. So go ahead and take out.
I have initiative.
Oh, that's right. You do have initiative.
On purpose, because
That's
your
right.
deck is so harsh if you have initiative. Like it just, I feel like I'm not even getting to play the game if
That's
Jango
true,
has
yeah.
initiative. Yeah. So before you can do shenanigans, I'm just gonna get 3 damage on your base.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Goes me
So
to 4.
something to look out for here, Courtney, is like it might seem great to just take out his gen right away. You have to keep in mind that the ISB agent can also exhaust Sabine with the Jango effect.
Mm-hmm. That's a
So,
good point. And
like
he probably
attacking
can get
with-
there on a Falcon too.
Yeah, so like sending in for 2 with Cartel Spacer first is probably right just to see what Frank does here, because you don't want him to flip Sabine with 4 open resources because you can get punished pretty hard by Darksaber.
Yep. Exactly.
And Jonathan, we got people commenting about how much fun it was to watch Ian on stream playing that Anakin Blue deck. And I can take this chance to plug your video you just dropped on it. Jonathan, where can they find your video on the Anakin Blue deck?
Sure, yeah. On YouTube at Jonathan R. Fisher. I just posted in chat. It was really carried by Jeff and Ian. Jeff put together really cool slides. We're trying to do like high-level deep dives into these decks when we have successive tournaments. And especially when we have breaks between major tournaments, there's just very little cost to putting out as much information as we can. So we love to do it.
And I think we'll have Jeff on the stream tomorrow too with Ian playing Anakin Blue.
Perfect.
So I know they're going to enjoy watching this match though. So Jango Tarkintown,
So I
I
think
play
I
out
was-
a K2SO.
Third or
action.
2 for the flip and play the TIE Phantom. Is that what you would do?
Yep. Yeah,
Okay.
I would just play TIE Phantom here. Yeah, that seems
Okay.
totally reasonable.
Okay. And I will keep dirtling by pinging us both, even though I'm really worried you're getting way ahead of me on the board. So I'll pay a point of
Okay.
damage. But I
Yeah,
still
so
have my
then-
ACL coming up, so that's going to help me catch
So-
up.
So now we can either like Tarkintown Gen, we could,
That's what I was-
you know, just attack Gen with our ISB agent.
Go space.
Yeah, it's
Or
he-
pass.
here's where the game gets a little tricky because like you have to be very wary of keeping like something in play on the ground arena at this point in the game because it really turns on his pose and wreckers. So looking at your hand, knowing that our game plan is probably just like the Ruthless Raider spam, What I would really consider doing here is just attacking into his A2SO and Tarkintowning it.
Ooh,
Okay.
good line.
Yep.
Yeah, real good line. Yep. And then I
Yeah,
will deploy.
Yeah, because you're not going to get any good uses with Tarkintown after this turn.
Right.
All right, your action.
Tarkintown.
Okay.
I did. I put it
And
there.
I'll put. See, this is
You wanna do
where.
3 to base, or you
Well,
gonna
this
take
is hard. This is hard
Yeah.
because I don't know how ahead I am. I do have good answers coming up though. We'll just play it like a typical Sabine player would play it. Let's put 3 on your base.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll pretend I don't know you have 2 bombs in your hand.
Right.
I may have made you discard in a real game, but I think we'll just do this for now. And then you Tarkintown, so then I Sabine you for 3 more, because now you're at 9. That's good.
Yep.
No, more than that. You're at 11. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
11.
So now you're feeling good. All right, there we go.
Yeah, we
Alright.
really need to draw like a P38. That's like the main thing we're looking
Let's
for
see.
here.
Man. Okay, I definitely should have shuffled better. That is not great, is it? Alright, so we have to get rid of one of these.
Got a question from Narc in chat. I know a lot of people are looking to play this deck soon, so they're interested in some of these lines.
Yeah, for sure. This is hopefully people will watch the video. We'll have the video on demands up later too on YouTube.
Yeah, he said any thought into passing as a first action.
For
Oh.
this turn?
Yeah, I think you
Oh,
meant
for the
last turn
ISB,
when
yeah.
when it turned out I was able to dirtle long enough to make
Oh.
you have to hit the K2.
Nah, I mean,
I mean, yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, that might have been a high thought play,
Yeah.
but at the same
Like-
time, I think getting rid of
Yeah.
K2SO was really good. So
Like if our hand had a 3-drop here, like this would be a very, very, very good turn for us. It's just kind of awkward right now because like kind of in a bind.
Yeah.
Like I don't think we could lose this game if we had a 3-drop. So I think first action you have to just force choke his Sabine.
Okay.
yeah, and I would have had initiative too if y'all had passed early in that
Right,
last
yeah.
round.
That's true.
Which would have been really good for me right now to hit for 3 with Sabine. Yeah. So that definitely takes some of my play off the board.
Yeah,
And
so
then I will go ahead and hit you
Here's
for
where I
3
was just
with
kind of
Jen.
saying if we had a 3-drop, we could do like a P38 on his Gen Urso too and kill it. Like it's
Oh,
really
yeah.
rare for like a 1 damage unit to stay in play this long.
Right.
Especially in a deck full of pingers. You have a lot of
Yeah.
pinging things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So I attacked with Jen.
And so then I guess I'm gonna attack with the cartel spacer first.
All right. Puts me
So,
at
I mean, 'cause
6.
that one can't be, right?
Right.
All right. I will play out
Yeah,
a.
So there
Battlefield
is like a
Marine.
line worth considering that like attacking with Phantom first was right because he could have Bright Hope, but I mean either way it probably doesn't matter that much.
That's true.
I could have
No,
had
it's
Bardo.
right, yeah, no,
I
that's
do have a couple
absolutely
main
good
deck.
thing
Yeah.
to think about.
Yeah. But I'll let you off the hook. I didn't have it. So
Right.
go ahead.
Right. 2.
Yep.
Let me pull that shade right there.
Is it too shiny on
yeah,
the
it's very
cards?
shiny.
Okay. I
Over the
can
go-
change
other
the
way.
light.
All the way down, dark it.
Okay.
There you go.
Sorry. All the way down like that. Okay. Just adjusting the light.
Yeah.
All right. I will play. All I can is a 4 cause I believe in. You're at 15. Let's see if I can. Oh, there's a Bright Hope. Oh, 2 Bright Hopes. And a Wing Leader. All right. So take the 4 damage, and then I got to look at my hand and decide. As crazy as it looks, I'm actually throwing all that back in.
All right.
Because I'm going to try to win next turn, and Bright Hope is not a winning card.
Yeah, it's a slower dammer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that early gen staying on the board the whole game has really been the difference in this game. Yep.
Yeah, not having the P38 definitely hurt us. So now we have to basically just deploy Jango and actually remove
initiative.
like the Battlefield Marine.
Yep. Take 3 back.
Yeah, Green Sabine is still Green Sabine.
Yeah.
Even played simply, it does really well. If you don't
Yeah,
have
for
the
sure.
answers. Yep, I just take initiative, so...
All right.
Oh, are you done? Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go grab my other tokens.
They're right here. Oh, yep. Sorry about that.
Yeah, okay. All right, I go to 6 resources, and I have initiative. Oh, but you have 3 damage on your Jango. That's really good now. That's really good because that really slows down my ECL a lot.
Yeah, that basically means that you can't wreck her for like 1,000,000 damage.
Mm-hmm. All right,
I guess
15,
I'll
18.
get rid of the Greedo.
Yeah. Greedo's definitely not what you want to be doing. That's just like wrecker bait.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I have a couple of lines in my hand, and I think the safest thing to do is go ahead and get 3 on your base with Jen.
Oh, ready, Ma. Yep.
Oh, yeah. That really puts you under the gun now. 4 away is a scary number against Sabine.
Yeah, 4 away is not where we want to be right now. Like, we have
had
to
some
put
bad
ourselves
calls.
in a spot to like win a race potentially. So we have to do, because there might come a point where we just have to claim right away.
Mm-hmm.
So the main thing that we probably should do is just send for 4 with the Phantom and just kind of see where that puts us in life.
Okay. There you go. 4 to your base.
Yeah. And now I can ECL in my wrecker.
Mm-hmm.
And that is going to put you at check, I think.
Yeah, I think that puts us, we
I don't
have
have
4,
to.
yeah, we're at 1, and then
Yeah,
the
and I can
Sabine
just
Pain just
ping.
kills us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Simple Sabine decks are still really good.
Mm-hmm.
Are you expecting more Sabine in the meta going forward, John? I kind of am.
I would, yeah. I was really going to consider playing Sabine on the Sunday event at the Star City because it was starting to lean like really heavy control.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Sabine, yeah, it just kind of beats up on that.
Yeah.
Uh,
Didn't
but that
Sabine win on
game,
Sunday?
you know,
Wasn't there a
for-
Sabine winner or runner-up? I
Yeah,
don't remember.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Sabine was the right meta call on Sunday after all the control shift.
Yeah, you never know. It's
Yeah.
like,
You know you did good when you shift the whole meta day by day, John.
yeah, I know, right? How does that feel? I have no clue.
Yeah, but the like that game was lost on your 5 resource turn. It's just not having something to go with Force Choke. If we kill the Jin there, I think we're in very, very good shape.
And as we all know, being competitive players, there are going to be days when the cards are just against you.
Yeah, I like to flip my resources over after a game like that too when I know there was a critical turn and look at it and ask myself, did I make a resourcing mistake?
Right. That's a very good
Yeah.
point.
We just drew a bunch of 6 drops that game, so it was just kind of awkward for us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did shuffle though.
I did
Watched you
shuffle, I know.
Mhm.
Oh, well.
Yeah, we drew
That
3
doesn't
Raiders and 2 Fire Sprays, so that was
Yeah, that's
Right.
crazy.
yeah, a little unfortunate.
Yeah, that's not how you would have drawn in a real tournament. The high skill level is to draw better.
That's like, who is it? Says, oh, Ian. High skill, you draw 2 cunnings.
Yes, when he plays his
In his
mono
hand.
line. Yeah, I'm sure you could make that joke with Mike too.
Right.
Bobby Sapphire, when he played all that yellow boba back in the day. So John, what is your next big event? Do you have on the schedule anything now, or are we hitting the Christmas season?
So yeah, Christmas season. There's nothing really going on until January, which is totally fine with me. I've been traveling a lot, playing a lot, so I'm
Sure.
satisfied with the break.
Yeah.
Right.
Like you
here.
guys mentioned at the start of the stream, they did announce PQs, so
Right,
we
a
have
lot of PQs.
Star City Games Atlanta, and then a whole bunch of PQs. So that'll be a really fun January and February.
Yeah, I know no one's plans are set right now, but we were planning to go to SCG Atlanta. A lot of Bothans are. But now with the PQ schedule, who knows? I mean, it's gonna everyone's got to look at how much traveling they
that's
can
something
do
that I'll
and-
talk
yeah.
to Mike, Bobby Sapphire about as
Yeah.
well. I know we were planning on doing Atlanta with PQ starting that weekend. We'll chat
Maybe
and
not.
see what
Yeah, it's
what
gonna be
makes the most
weird.
sense. Yeah.
Definitely.
All right. I've hopefully shuffled plenty this
Yes,
time.
hopefully you don't draw all 6 drops. And we'll go
Especially with all those first turn plays.
we'll go one more Green Sabine, and then we'll try the Monohan deck that did so well this weekend. So
Okay.
I went ahead and
Good luck. May the force be with you.
may the force be with you. Did you like the promo cards, guys, that they showed? I like the promo cards a lot better this time around. The 2 capital ships. Did y'all see that? I don't know if y'all did or
Yeah,
not.
yeah, it was pretty cool. I mean, I still don't know what their like aversion is to just putting legendaries as these promos, but
Right.
you
Like
know,
Maul was so
it's
good.
better than
I mean,
like
not
Legal
Maul,
Authority.
Mace. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, they definitely stepped up in the set 2 promos. There's no doubt about that. And I don't mind a big bomb capital ship, even though it's not a legendary. It still looks cool, and it's still like, I don't know. I like it. I'm happier for sure than set 2. I would have definitely taken a Cad Bane in there somewhere, but I think they're protecting the market perhaps. The Cad Bane prices would have plummeted.
So okay, let's look at our hand here. We have
I'm gonna fill up my water. Be right back while y'all talk.
have a
Kinda
couple
want
of
to do
turn
it-
1 options. We have a turn 2 play. We have triple dark raid.
Right.
So we have most everything we want. The only thing that we're really missing is probably the most important thing, which is no P38 and no ISB.
ISB,
agent.
right.
I don't know if it's worth mulliganing this hand because we can still kill his turn 1 play with Greedo. And if he goes space, then we can just play Cartel Spacer to exhaust it anyway.
And since
So
we have initiative,
yeah, so if that's our line with this hand, we need to resource like Kylo's TIE Silencer because that's not something that we're considering for turn 1. And probably then breaking in.
okay, that's what I was leaning towards too. but-
Yeah.
Okay. And then we'll play.
Then we'll just lead with Greedo. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. I'll be right back. So how many? I guess it depends on your matchup. What's your worst matchup? You think is it Sabine?
No, I played 3 Sabine decks and beat all of them. I don't think it's. I mean, it's not like heavily favored, but like as long
Right.
as you see things like P38, and ISB agent,
ISB.
like it's pretty hard to lose those matchups. The hardest matchup are like the blue hard control decks that play Snoke because Snoke just destroys like our entire deck. So that's why I was playing things like Waylay main deck.
Yeah.
You want to be able to at least bounce Snoke so your Raiders and Fire Sprays do full damage. And then like the card Equalize like is like the best possible card against this deck because it always kills 2 things. So just like the mono blue villain decks are very, very difficult to beat. So that's the hardest matchup for sure.
So what was your reaction when you saw? And you may have already known though that Brainstormer was going to be played.
Yeah, what'd you
Wasn't
think
that
when Brain Invader was played
Brain
against
Invaders,
you?
I've gone Brainstormer.
You're like, wait, what is that card? I think,
Well,
didn't you pick it up and have to read it?
Yeah,
I think on screen.
after I read it, I figured that like it was very good for me because like it shut off a lot of his cards. It's not a
Yeah.
hero, so it didn't get the red 3 buff. I figured I was
Right.
okay.
No more Sabine pings. I was like crazy. I was
Yeah.
like, this is
Like,
really
it is
hampering
annoying
yourself.
to not be able to exhaust something, but
Mhm.
like at the same time, it's like you don't need to exhaust if their whole deck shut off.
Right.
Yeah.
So a resource Greedo here, you think?
Yeah,
Okay,
resource the
just
extra
making sure.
Greedo, not a big deal.
And I went space, trying to lane dodge you again,
Yep.
which may not be the right strategy. I haven't played any of this matchup, so I'm just flying off the seat of my pants here.
Yeah, so he went space again, so we just lead with Cartel Spacer
That's what I
just to
thought,
exhaust
okay.
this guy.
Alright.
Man, how am I going to beat you if you keep tapping my stuff?
That's what
Explain that to
Jango
me.
does. Jango doing Jango things.
All right, well, I will then just play out a red 3.
Okay. You're tapped, so I'll do the 3.
And I will take initiative.
Yeah, then let's attack for 3 and then just go to next turn.
Save that. So would you get rid of the cartel here?
Let me catch up here. Yeah,
Oh,
so
yes.
this
Oh,
this
sorry, y'all.
hand No, it's okay. So we're on 4 resources here. See our hand.
Or do you do?
We're we're probably looking at this hand going to play the event this turn, the one in the middle there.
Okay.
So we probably resource the Phantom. Keep the
Okay.
Spacer because they can exhaust at some point.
Gotcha.
Or, well, I mean, this is kind of
Because we
tough.
could do.
We could do
Exhaust.
like
Force
4-stroke plus Spacer this turn.
We can have
Um,
options that way, I guess.
Yeah, like I think, yeah, resourcing the Phantom is right either way.
I love Triple Dark Raid. I played it some out of aspect in Blonde Sabine.
Yeah, it was fun.
That was fun. At the PQs.
Uh-huh. No one's
It was
expecting
like,
that.
what in the world?
Triple Dark Raid, the hero deck.
Yeah.
It was fun. All right, I will lead then with 3 to your base from red 3 before you do shenanigans.
Alright, puts me at 4.
Yeah. Yeah, so what we can do here then is actually just attack into the X-Wing
X-Wing.
and exhaust it.
Yep.
You see why that happens? Because the Jango's abilities, you get to use Jango. Yep.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm. No, it's
Let me
fine.
move these down.
Okay.
Yep.
And then... what
And
do
I take 2
do?
back.
I think I ping to Dirtle. 5. So I go to 5 damage and you go to 5 damage.
Yeah, and then we just Tarkintown the X-Wing to also just waste actions.
Okay. Do you Tarkintown? Oh, you can't Tarkintown the red 3, never mind.
Because it's not damaged,
Yep.
yeah. What do I do here? I think I'm going to bring out that K2SO again. It worked really good for me last turn, last game. I had options there, but I think this is
Yeah.
the way to do it.
Hmm.
Make you guys
Yeah,
decide what to
so, yeah, the K2SO is kind of annoying.
It is, yeah.
So what we could do actually is just 4-stroke the K2SO.
Okay.
do. Wow. So draw a card. And how many cards in your hand?
3.
3. Then I'll just do 3 to your base.
Okay.
And
This is a fun
now-
deck to play, though.
I know, it is
I'm
a fun
enjoying
deck.
it.
Good.
I like yellow.
All right, well, I'll flip in front of Greedo.
Um,
Because Jango's already exhausted, so I don't have to worry about you
Mhm.
exhausting at least.
So, just. Do I just go to base?
I mean,
Yeah.
No, or, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
If you hit into Sabine, you could take a flip at killing her, but
Yeah.
Yeah, then he gets to flip Sabine, and then we can
Yeah.
just exhaust it with the Spacer.
I already flipped Sabine.
Okay.
John
yeah,
didn't
sorry,
notice
sorry.
that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yep.
I flipped Sabine, John. That was what happened
So
after
now
she
I
flipped.
play
Oh,
straight.
yeah, sorry.
Oh,
Mhm,
sorry.
Yep.
Yeah. It's
There.
hard to see all
It
the
is.
screen. Okay, so now Sabine's tapped. Okay.
Yes.
Now it's your act. Oh,
Now
now it's my
three.
action. I just take initiative.
Yeah, and then 3 to base.
Okay. That makes a lot more sense.
Yep.
Okay. Good job.
Yay.
All right.
Right.
Draw 2. Ooh, my deck's making me answer some questions. Questions
You're down to
abound.
5. So.
All right, so now it's like we're on 5 resources. We're flipping this turn. We're definitely playing triple Dark Raid this turn.
That's what I was thinking.
So the TIE Phantom isn't really going to do anything for us here.
Okay.
It's probably just a skill issue that you're not drawing P38.
Right.
Oh, was I supposed to sleeve those into the deck? Oh, my bad, y'all.
Yeah, you did.
Oh,
put
maybe.
sleeves, right?
Maybe I didn't sleeve those in.
Whatever. I know you did.
I know. All right, well, I'll get 4 on your base while I can. So
Yep.
4 with Sabine with the red 3 buff. Yeah, with Jango, man, they really slow down Sabine with all these taps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a pain.
And it really throws off like wing leader and stuff too.
Oh, I know.
I think.
Oh, I'm not even
Why
thinking
wing
about
leader or
playing
something
Wing
if you're
Leader
just gonna keep-
or Darksaber. Like,
Mhm.
if I Darksaber Sabine, that's so dumb against Jango.
Right.
Yeah, and I think I
It's
saw
a
that on
wasted
stream
action.
too.
Yeah.
I thought somebody
Yeah.
Darksaber, and I was like, don't do that! Why are you putting a Darksaber on
Mm-hmm.
against a Jango? But I don't know, maybe
You may see a lot less.
John had a
Darksaber
better
just
reaction
because of
though.
Jango.
Yeah, John's reaction was like, "Yay, he's putting a Darksaber
Yeah,
on."
right.
Thank you.
Yeah. Like we have some plays. It's like that red 3 is kind of annoying. We could tap it with our Spacer, like our undamaged Spacer, which is probably what I would do because you could triple dark raid and try to find Ruthless Raider, which is obviously the best thing. But if you don't get the Raider, it's a little awkward.
I like that line actually. The cartel spacer attack. I think that's
And
the
it's also
safest.
fast, yeah.
It's the
That's the
safest
safe,
line.
I think. Yeah.
Because if you miss and take an extra 3 damage, now you're going to be at 15. 10 to go already with my ACL still up. That doesn't feel good.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
It's 2, but
Then I will play out a 2, 3. I'll play out a Cassian from hand.
All right, so that's good for us that he doesn't
Yeah.
have pose. So let's see. We probably just fire off triple dark raid here and see,
see
what
what
we
we
get,
get.
and then play the rest of the turn based on that knowledge.
I'll put it in the hand cam, and you can show everybody what you get. Hold it a little lower,
Oh, sorry.
closer to the table. Yep.
There
Oh,
we
lots
go.
of spaceships in there.
So we can put. I'm just gonna set these on the side right now.
That aren't the spaceships.
There aren't the spaceships.
Oh, there's a lot of spaceships. See, P-38s are in the deck.
Just not in our hand when we need them.
Right, All right, so
So we got all this stuff. I mean, I guess P-38's the play, just because we don't have any of the big ones.
okay.
That'll let us just kill his red 3.
P-38's good.
So, like, I think we just deploy the Jango and just send it all to his face.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. And I just take initiative.
Yep. And
Yeah.
now this hurts you really. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
it
because
feels really bad.
he takes 11 damage to go to 19, and then our hand is Raider and Fire Spray. Like, that puts us in a pretty good spot.
Yeah.
Okay, so how much damage did I just take?
3, 4,
4,
5, 11, I think.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yeah.
Holy cow, that's a lot of damage. All right, so now I've got to redo my thinking. I do have initiative, though, which is a huge help. But...
Yeah.
So it puts me
then
at 6
P-38
away.
goes back to our hand. I don't
Yep,
know.
this goes
Oh,
back
yeah,
to your
thank
hand.
you.
Yep. Yep. Now I got to
Did
think.
you draw already?
Oh, yeah, nope. Draw.
Yeah, so the reason for this also is that if we draw a surprise strike, he's just like dead
Dead.
first action.
Right.
Yeah. And you're only at 12 damage? That's not right. How much?
Yeah.
I hadn't
We
done
just-
more damage to that? Wow. Then I think I just lose. That's pretty crazy how fast your deck just did so much damage to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the ping just slows me down slows Sabine down so much.
Just get rid of the ISB.
Yeah. So
So
you're at
here
12.
it's like we just want to resource like the Fire Spray, because we're never
Oh, okay.
well, or the extra Raider actually, because we're never going to use the Raider because we have 2. By keeping the ISB, do we have an event? Oh, we don't have an
No.
event anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the ISB probably just
Okay.
gets resourced.
All right, you have initiative.
Okay. Okay. Now I think I'm just dead. I lead with an ECL, obviously, of a wrecker through your Greedo. So that's going to kill Greedo and do
Yeah.
6 overwhelm. But I don't think that's enough to win because I don't have a way to pump. Yeah. I think you win now, just with 2 attacks if you don't already have it. 15, 18, I have to do 7. I could get there, but in too many actions. Wow. Yeah, good job. GG, well played. I think you got it. I don't see a way out of this. That's crazy, John, how the
It
deck
just
just
turns
kind of
on
like
like that.
stalls, kill you.
Yep.
That was fast.
Yeah,
Oh.
your flip turn is always like very, very, very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
And-
right. 5 is the big.
And the 2 cartel spacers, because really the cartel spacers tapped 4 things.
Yeah.
They did their
Yeah.
wind play taps and then the 2 damage taps. So think about how much damage you stopped Sabine from delivering there
Right.
with 2 cartel spacers.
Right.
It's
Also, I
fantastic.
have a chat question from YouTube. They want to know. This is Jodo Costi. Is John actually playing other TCGs competitively or casual?
Oh, good question.
Yeah.
No, not right now. I'm kind of just known for playing basically everything. But right now, in my older age, the the family life kind of takes over, and you don't have time for more than one game usually. So
Yeah.
it's just Star Wars right now.
All right.
Well, we're glad you're playing Star Wars.
We're glad you're playing Star Wars. So let's try one against Mono Han.
All right.
So John, what do you think about the set 3 version of the Mono Han deck? In general, and then matchup here specifically.
It's a lot like the set 1 list. I mean, it's you kind of upgrade a few cards early game, I think. Like R2D2 is pretty good, I think. But overall, it's kind of largely the same deck. You gain Plo Koon, which is pretty good too.
Yeah. And then Jeff in chat asks if you miss a game called Argent Saga. Did you ever play something called Argent Saga?
No. Yeah,
Okay.
that game was kind of a very unbalanced mess, but
Okay.
I miss the people, but I don't
Yeah.
really miss the game that much. No.
Yeah.
Well, that's funny. All right, so against us Mono Han, what kind of play lines should a Boba Tarkintown person be looking for and thinking about?
Yeah. So the main thing to keep in mind is that Jango was really resilient to Han's best card, which is Cunning, right? Because he can't really afford to give +4 to one of his units because we can always just tap it, right? So oftentimes their Cunning is just like exhaust 2 guys, bounce something, which isn't great for us, but it's not really that bad because right after they Cunning, we can just exhaust something. So it's usually like they don't gain any advantage from Cunning. So the main thing that you're trying to make sure never happens is that they gain advantage from Cunning. If they don't do that, it's really hard for them to get the 25 damage to actually kill you. Multiple hotshot blasters is bad for us. So we want to try to start on the ground with something like Crafty Smuggler. Even Greedo's fine. The space start isn't as great because they have Falcon, which would be kind of annoying. So we kind of just look at our opening hand and kind of sculpt it from there. But usually I look for Crafty Smuggler in this matchup. And then like P38's really good too because it trades with Falcon and trades with Azatuk.
You may not remember if you're like me, kind of black out after a PQ. I mean, well, after PQs, after the big competitive tournaments, you're so used to it, you probably don't. But what did you on Saturday? What other decks did you have to play against? Do you remember many of them? Was it a lot of the same?
I played against Control early on. Was able to navigate past those, and then like around the mid rounds, I played a lot of mirror matches. I think I played in the last 5 rounds of the event. I played 2 or 3 mirrors. Then I played against a Sabine deck. So it was just like a lot of mirrors and like blue Control.
And that was what you were worried about going in, right? Was those Control decks?
Yeah, it just got round 1 I played against a Iden blue deck that was kind of rough. I was able to get that thankfully, and then
rough for you? You mean like it was hard for you to beat it?
Yeah, it was rough for me to beat them. I just got really lucky and drew 2 or 3 Raiders in like both games.
You've summoned it.
Let's look at this hand. So we got.
I can zoom in on that.
This is not great.
Mulligan if you need to.
Yeah, this hand isn't great. I would definitely mulligan.
Oops. Shuffle it out here real quick.
Yeah, we had the P38. We just didn't have any turn.
Oh, I could catch up on chat. Yeah. Thanks.
Asking the questions that keep popping up.
Yeah.
Well,
But Jonathan's been doing a good
here.
job of that,
Yeah,
moderating.
absolutely.
Thanks, Jonathan.
Yeah, trying to
thanks
help you guys out.
Appreciate it so much.
Yeah. Now, I think SCG Columbus is turning out to be quite the big event in the early part of set 3 with the Jango Tarkintown deck and the Anakin deck. And I'm real happy with Rando Mando's, his yellow Palp. Because I know Jonathan, you and I have played a lot of Palp. Jonathan's played more Palp than I have. But I've talked to Rando for the last couple of months about that yellow Palp deck. And it's It's real exciting. Did you see it? Did you play against it this weekend, John?
I did not. I was kind of curious to see how that would win. I know that he did pretty well against Jango throughout the weekend. I saw one of his stream matches, and the Jango player definitely punted. He kind of made a big misplay and lost the game. I think Jango's favored, but it could just come down to drawing certain cards.
Yeah.
There's a lot of decisions in this game too. A lot of opportunity for pilot skill. But talk across the community is around the PQ event calendar being posted.
I know everybody's excited.
Yeah,
I can't wait to
as well.
Dive deep into it.
I say after stream, I think we're going to sit at the computer and figure out which
PQs we can go to. Maybe we'll have an announcement tomorrow about what PQs to expect us to be at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So this hand is decent. We have the smuggler, which is our ideal start. So one of the spacers is definitely getting resourced, and then aside from that, it's probably the 4-cost card. We don't really have any great target for it right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's good to be.
And I will lead out with L337. This is good against Jango because it has a shield on it.
Mm-hmm.
So ping me now.
Yep.
How are you going to tap that?
Yeah, so we just play our crafty smuggler and.
Hey, your version.
Yeah.
Actually, mine's a version of yours, and then I'll take initiative.
Okay. Pass. So
That's where I need to ask Ian if I'm the aggro or not, but he's at work right now, so. Or Junior, if Junior's watching.
One of these.
Yeah. One of those. I'll tell you what, you have no problem drawing that card.
I know, right? Not today.
You're a cartel spacer queen.
And a Fett's, apparently.
Am I the aggro? I think I keep developing a board. I'll go to your base. Yeah, you're at 25-point base. Why not?
Right.
So as the Jango player, you're definitely the control in this matchup, as weird as it sounds. You just can't lose the board against them because that just makes his cunnings better.
Mm-hmm.
So we really, we want to trade shields at some point this turn. We don't have to right away because he could play a 3-drop that we can kill. So we probably just play the 3-drop in space and then just have him do something next.
Okay.
Ooh, more shields. Okay. I will play out a card. I never thought when I saw this card it would ever see competitive play. But then I just realized 5 toughness is great. Liberated slaves, 3/5 vanilla. But it's at 5 toughness, and that's a big number against Jango.
Mm-hmm.
So that's perfect for us because now we can just trade our shield into the 3-drop and just Tarkintown it.
Yeah.
All right, I take initiative. Bye, slaves. So rude to those. They just got their freedom.
So just to point out, this is kind of where sequencing matters a lot in this game because, like, there could be like a lot of players that would think that attacking with Crafty Smuggler first was right, and then we wouldn't be able to do that play.
That's what, and honestly, that's one of the things that went through my head too. Is well, he can play a Falcon, and so should I wait to play, or play the Cartel Spacer to tap the Falcon if I needed to? But, yeah, I'll take that real quick.
All right, let's go to the next turn.
Okay.
I'll go to the hand cam and mute the mic.
All right, what we got? So we drew the P-38, which is great for us. We have Spacer, which is good. The ISB agent's a little awkward. Like, we just don't have any events for some reason. So that's probably what we're resourcing this turn. Really wish we had an event. This turn would be a lot better, but I think we're fine just resourcing the ISB agent.
So we had a big event in our life today.
Yeah.
16-year, our son turned 16 today. Got a car, so he's been
Nice. Congrats.
texting and calling us during the stream to let us know where he is and what's going on. We're like,
while driving, of course.
yeah, right, exactly. Yeah. But yeah, got all that extra worry on the brain today.
Yeah. Oh,
Funny.
sorry, wrong camera.
Yeah, but he's super excited.
I was
Super
distracted by
responsible
the
kid.
phone
We're
call.
very lucky. Knock on some wood. Let's hope it
Yeah,
stays
he's got
that
great
way.
teachers. He's going to be great.
Yeah, oh, thanks. Yeah, we're proud of him, excited for him.
Okay, so I have initiative. Again, just like last game, I'm seeing your board develop really well. Man, this is where I don't know how to play. I am going to.
Decisions.
I'm going to play R2, and that's going to let me discard a waylay and draw 3 and pick 1. And do I have to reveal? I don't have to reveal what I pick.
No.
Okay. And I put the other 2 on the bottom.
So I usually make them put their hand down while they're doing those 3, so they don't
Yeah.
keep 2 and.
That's
No,
definitely
just-
a good rule of thumb.
Yeah.
So we have a few lines here, right? So one line is just playing the cartel spacer and exhausting his robot. So that lets us get in 5 damage. Or alternatively, we could play the P-38, take the shield, and then be able to trade our crafty smuggler into his guy. Honestly, in this spot, I kind of like taking his shield with the P-38 and trading,
Okay.
because he doesn't have a lot in play right now, and that just lets us stay ahead on board.
Okay.
Ouch.
Because we got to deal with that the robot at some point, or else
Two base.
like
Cunning.
he'll draw a blaster or cunning at some point and be able to buff it, and we can't tap it.
Yep.
Yeah, our camera's really cut off on this edge today. Anyway, 2 damage to
Okay.
base.
Okay. She already
Your
took it.
action.
She already turned it.
Already did
You
it.
did it. Okay. All right. So
Yeah, then now
Go
we
ahead
can
and
just
kill it.
kill it, and then we can still be able to attack for 3 in space here.
Okay.
In theory.
I will play Spark of Rebellion. So let me see that hand. What you got? You have 6-drop, 6-drop, 2-drop. All of those are bad, but I think the Raider's the worst one. So I'm going to discard your Raider. Yep. All right. No, you don't draw
I
from
didn't
that.
draw
That's
from
not
that,
the
that's right.
zine.
Base zine,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, but your action.
Yep. So 3.
Okay. It's funny, this game I haven't had any reason to use Mahan ability. I will draw. I'll take initiative. Draw 2.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go. Big turn coming up.
Yeah, hopefully we can get something better in our hand here. Yeah, that's pretty good actually. So now we can resource the Greedo and play the 3 and the 2 this turn. So this should be a pretty good turn for us, I think.
Okay.
All right. Ready?
Yep. I'm ready.
All right. 2 to base.
Okay. What's the? Oh, I guess we'll probably get to it. But the strategy on flipping into
Right.
Han.
Yeah, I was just gonna mention that. So this is his flip turn as well. It's important that we get our Jango out before he gets his Han out. The reason for that is because we want to be able to exhaust it. So looking at what our hand is, I think I would just deploy Jango now, mostly because of the 3-cost card, in your hand.
Right.
Okay. I will deploy the L337 with a shield.
Yeah, so that's actually really good for us, because now we can just put the flamethrower on Jango.
Yeah, the thing.
Ooh, that flamethrower! That
fantastic.
raised a lot of eyebrows, and that showed up in deck list. John, y'all did great with that.
Yeah, this is why it's in there, for situations just like this. Because now his Han is like just kind of captured, right? Like he can't really
Sort of.
flip. Well, he can, but it's just
Another joy.
his board's gonna be
Can't.
kind of
Oh,
crushed
they're
here.
unique. Oh crap! I can't do that. Dang it! You're right. So I guess I have to use Han's ability to go to 4.
Yeah, so now we just start attacking with our space units here.
I guess I'll attack with this one first.
Puts me at 6 damage. And I will flip.
Yeah, then now we get to attack with Jango. So now we have a couple options here, right? So we can attack his R2, deal a damage to R2, the droid, and Han, which would kill R2 and tap his Han.
Yeah, and I think you have enough damage because Jango gets +1 from the. Jango's
Correct.
attacking for 4, so you just kill R2.
True, yeah, true.
Yeah.
And then do 2 to Han.
Yeah, is that how it works? You can put 3 anywhere you
3.
want.
Divide it as you want, right?
Ooh,
Yep.
that's brutal.
So we take
that
the
taps
shield
around
and deal
it.
2 to
Yeah.
Han.
Woo.
Yeah.
Those flamethrowers are good. Holy cow! And now I'm just gonna take
We'll
initiative.
take 2 back.
I don't have to take initiative. I'm gonna go ahead and spend 3 to put a blaster on Han. Yeah, let me do that. Even though I can't use it this turn, I can get initiative and attack with it that way. All right, so I put a blaster on Han. Your action. Or
So,
I save myself 3 damage if you don't want to.
So,
So do
all
I
right,
take
so now you
initiative?
have to ask yourself, is it better to just take initiative here, or is it better to get 3 damage in? What I would do is I would just take initiative.
okay.
That's a high skill.
Because the other thing, I mean, because I could play this outright too, to build a wider board, but it just
Right.
doesn't seem.
Yeah, like none of those cards really matter right now.
Matter,
so
right.
it's just like, we want to be able to tap his whole board every turn.
Yep.
Well, that wasn't
I
bad.
destroyed another R2 I had resourced for my Han ability. See, part of my thinking was that if Jango does
Oh,
attack
sorry.
Han,
What did
they'll
we draw?
trade.
We
Oh, I
drew
can go
those
to
two?
hand cam.
Ooh, those
Yeah.
are those are good cards.
Yeah. I was thinking you
we
could do all.
Yeah, we probably resource the spacer because it's not going to have any targets anytime soon. Because his board's getting kind of wrecked this turn.
Yeah. Okay.
But those events are very, very good for
Fantastic.
us.
Yeah. All right, I got initiative.
Yeah, so our first action is like really good here. So we can attack his base for 4, kill his droid, and deal 1 damage to Han and exhaust him.
Does
That's
it kill?
fantastic. I
Oh
mean,
wow. Okay. Oh, back to the cam. Sorry.
So
Oh
yeah.
wow. Yeah. So Han goes to 3 damage. The droid dies.
And I take
Wow.
2
And
back?
he's exhausted. And I take 4 to my base. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm glad
That's
we're
unbelievable.
showing off the tech for you.
Yeah, that is fantastic.
This is what y'all were shooting for with this build. It's really fantastic. I'm glad the
You can
audience
hear the
get to
fun
see.
in Courtney's voice.
I know, right? I'm like, yes.
Oh, I get to play this flamethrower? Cool. So Jango should only have 2 on him, right? Just from the attack last turn?
Oh, did he not get? He doesn't get 2 back from. That's right.
No, because
Yeah,
you're
you're
attacking
right.
base. Yeah.
Right.
Well, I should be at
Absolutely.
6 resources. I don't know why I discarded an extra resource last turn.
That's fine.
All right, we're at 6.
Yeah,
right?
we're both at 6.
Okay.
Yeah, you're at 6.
So I don't have a lot to do, so I'm just going to Katina Bouncer and bounce your 7th Fleet Defender because that one doesn't take a point of damage. I can't give you your P-38 back. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And then this is kind of where we get to punish them by just,
Yeah.
playing the 6 drop and start going to town.
Yep. So take initiative and you do 8 damage. 3 from that and 5 from this. Woo! Yeah, now
So
you just beat me.
It's also worth noticing here, or pointing out rather, that the fire spray can actually just exhaust his Cantina Bouncer for 2 resources next turn.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
like a-
that's right.
That's like a little known second effect of fire spray that I got to do on stream actually. I think that was
Yeah,
pretty good.
that's fantastic. Yep. All right, pass.
Yeah, as if fire spray wasn't good enough.
I
We
know.
need to give it that, right?
That's funny. All right, we're going to 7. So,
So let's see, what did we draw? Let me catch up. So we drew those 2. So those are both kind of bad. What are we doing this turn?
they look so much
We're-
alike. At first, I thought
We're
I
at
drew 2 of the same.
6. We're at 6 right now. Do we need a 7th resource? this turn. 2, 4, 6. Probably not. I don't think I would set a resource here. I don't think we're going to need 7 resources this turn.
Okay. Keep our options open here.
All right.
Let's see.
But I have initiative. So I get to do stuff finally. I get to play again. Didn't feel like I got to play this game. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Han unit will ambush and kill Jango.
Okay.
For free.
Womp womp.
I gotta fight back. I can't just roll over and let you in.
All right, and you are at 15, 16, 17, 18.
Yep. So he's like he's tapped out now. So he can't really do anything other than just hit us with his unit. So what I would do here is actually just play the force choke on the Han leader.
Oh man! Dang it! Bad.
Yeah.
I think I have to draw a card, but
Then
still
we
bad.
can just like do more damage or whatever.
Now you just win the game.
Right.
Yeah, that was my comeback. I was about to do a crap ton of damage next turn. Maybe use a cunning, tap you down, but oh well.
Yeah.
You got
then,
it now. Yeah, 3
Then
to
we
base.
get to just like surprise strike our fire spray, hit him for 8.
Oof. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
5.
So that puts him, is it 26?
6,
The
7.
P38 puts him to 29, and then we can just play like a tie silencer.
Right.
Yeah,
And,
I just took initiative.
okay.
I need a cunning in the worst way. I got a cop deck of cunning.
Did you already take? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So now he has to draw cunning, and he's just dead to like daring raid or ruthless raider or
I
triple
didn't
dark
draw it.
raid.
Hold on, don't look at me drawing. I'm looking for a cunning. I mean, no, I'm just.
We won.
This is what I drew. Dang it, where are these cunnings? Where are
Do
these
you have
cunnings?
cunnings?
I know, it's like your P38s. I know they're in here. Yeah, they're in there. Oh, they're at the bottom. Oh well. Want.
Next to each
GG.
Yeah.
Woo! I
That was
like
fun.
this Jango deck. It's
I
fun.
liked it. Thank you
Yeah.
so much, John.
I should have built a.
Awesome.
That's
I
where
Should we
love
do
it.
one more?
Yeah, if a flamethrower is just really good in this
Man.
match.
Yeah, I'm glad we got to see it. Yeah.
We have another question from chat. This time it's from Starkiller. I was curious from Tatta. Any thoughts on yellow Sabine into Jango Tarkintown? Is this something you thought about, tested?
Ooh.
How do you
Good
think that
question.
plays differently than
Yeah,
green?
I've played a handful of games against it. It's a lot better for Jango. That sounds kind of weird because they have so much space in a yellow Sabine, but like the main thing is that they don't have ECL, which is oftentimes how they get ahead in the matchup.
Yeah.
They can ECL like a
Do you
Poe
wanna play the long Sabine?
or like a Wrecker into your Jango or like Rito hanging out. So I would much prefer playing against yellow Sabine
Then green.
than green. It's just ECL changes the maths so much because you can't let cards like Greedo just stick around because they just get like ECL'd by K2 or Wrecker and you just take so much extra damage.
Yeah.
All right.
It's true.
One more quick game. See if I can redeem my Han abilities. Han's a fun
did
deck
you
to
already
play
cut me?
too. It's fine. Go ahead. Did you already shuffle? Yeah, it's fine. All right, I get initiative.
Just to make sure.
And while we're shuffling up and playing, let's remind everybody about John Tatta's blog, Bad Takes Woo. Are you going to do a term report for your blog, or what's going to be next on your blog coming up, John?
Yeah, I'll do a little tournament report, just to write up on the general meta, kind of the direction I think it'll take after these events, that kind of thing.
Oh yeah, that's great. And for anyone just joining us late, we are interviewing John Tatta, who just won the SCG Con Columbus after having a dominating weekend.
And it is Tatta, not Tatta.
Tatta. I've been trying to say it right. Have we been doing better saying your name, John?
Yeah, and again, it doesn't matter how you say it. Like, people have been saying it wrong for 25 years playing card games. I'm just kind of used to at this point. I stopped correcting people, so you call me whatever you want.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
So I may have to mulligan here.
What we got? We got.
He's got
Yeah, this hand's not stellar.
Yeah.
So I would definitely mulligan.
And I saw Junior in chat. Junior was the one that correctly pointed out that right now, this is probably the most meta version of the Han decks. What the McClunky Gaming did with their top 4 at SCG Columbus. This
Very good
list,
point.
it's not the Rebel package that Ian played so much and Junior played a lot of in set 2. The Rebel package hadn't been doing as well in testing, so I know we've been off of it a little bit more too. But it'll definitely be interesting to see if this deck has a resurgence and comes to be a part of the meta. I thought with Boba gone, it was going to be a bigger part of the meta. It ended up being. I don't know. Was that your thought too, John? That maybe this Mono Han one would come back stronger in set 3 because of the Boba ban?
Yeah, I definitely think the Mono Han deck is going to still be very popular. Boba definitely kept it in check. That's part of the reason why I wanted to play Jango, is because I feel like Jango is, not like heavily favored into it, but you have a lot of play into the Han deck.
All right. So if you don't like this hand, you can still mulligan, but let's take a look because we're just playing for fun. But
Yeah. Well,
I don't want to make you play a bad hand.
it's not.
Yeah.
I like
this
drawing
one's
2
okay.
L's today.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a lot
Yeah,
of P38s.
It's not a spectacular hand, but it's also not bad either. Like, we can resource one of our duplicate 1-drops.
Can you? Playing against Mono Han, can you have initiative?
That's right.
Hmm.
And then
like, probably... Okay, so I know knee-jerk reaction might be to just resource one of the duplicate
Yeah,
3-drop ships in your
it's
hand,
so
but
good.
I would probably resource the other 3-drop ship in your hand,
I can see that.
because the other one's so much better.
Yeah, for sure. And it's
Alright.
not unique, so.
So I will start with a Spark of Rebellion. Let me have a look at that hand. So no point in trying to take out anything but the Greedo.
Yep.
I'll take the Greedo. Slow you down.
Okay.
Maybe buy me some time.
So then I just claim.
Right? Draw 2.
Yeah. You can just claim. Or, I mean, alternatively, this is something that you consider is you could just pass and let Frank keep initiative.
Interesting.
Okay.
Interesting.
Let's
Well,
do that.
Because
I'll take
Yeah, let's
initiative.
try it.
Yeah. If you do that, then your pink ships are live.
That's true.
Oh yeah,
That's
that's a good
true.
point about the ping ship. Really good point.
These Han decks are pretty committed after they place a resource as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I could do 2 this turn.
Yeah, so you probably just resource the 2 costs you drew there. Yeah.
Okay. And I will play out a tech.
All right.
Danger, danger,
Yeah,
danger.
that's not what we really wanted to see here.
Right.
That's like super annoying.
That's why I had to get rid of the Greedo.
But we're actually okay, I think, here. I think we just need to play the P38 and ping the tech.
And I take initiative.
So what we can do here, and I know this seems kind of bad, like at first look here, but we're not going... So you have to count his actions, right? So if he's playing tech this early, he wants to DJ us. That's the only reason you ever play tech early. So to do that, he has to set a resource and then play DJ, which is 2 actions. At the moment, we can't kill tech in 1 action. So what you need to do here is Tarkintown his tech. Even though it doesn't kill it, it lets us kill it first action next turn.
Super hot, big brain play.
Yep, that's big.
Because I was going to DJ you. Now I can't.
Yep.
Yep. All right, draw 2.
So now, 4.
Yeah, see, now we have options. Now we might not even have to use the P38. We got a couple different things we can do.
You have initiative.
So he's first here. We're not in any DJ danger until he uses Han, so it doesn't really matter. Man, this is a really tough decision with resourcing. It's probably the ISB agent. Yeah, like it's either that or the one cost event. I mean, either one of those. I don't know which one is actually correct here, but we'll be right or wrong together.
Okay. We'll go with ISB agent.
All right. And then I will start, because I can't get my DJ out. I'll just hit you for 2 before you kill tech. Because there's nothing. Let me look.
Whoops.
Let me look at my
Nice
resources
everywhere.
though. Let me make sure there's nothing down here I
Right
want to
up.
smuggle out for 2. Oh, wait. No, not that many cards in there. No. Okay. I don't want to smuggle anything else out.
Sure.
So we don't actually need to kill tech just yet. Like, we could just get in our 3 damage here.
Mm-hmm. Kind of dirtles what he does.
But I'm going to force your hand. I'm going to go ahead and put down.
A resource.
Now I'm at 5 with the tech on the board.
Yeah, so now we do have to deal with tech. It's probably just a P38 here. I don't see any reason to do anything else.
Right, because, yeah, I agree. That's what I was thinking too.
Good choice. That saved you a DJ for sure. And then I will Bodhi Rook you.
Mm-hmm.
So I can look at your hand and discard. Ooh, you have lots of choices. Let's get rid of. That's a hard call because basically with your Jango ability,
I can
Daring
kill
Raid is kind of a no good to me dead for 1 turn.
Well, Daring Raid doesn't exhaust.
Oh, it's not from units. You're right.
Right.
That's a great point. People forget that. I forget
is
that.
oh gosh,
it's not anytime
that
you
is
damage them. It's
so
when
true.
units do damage.
Maybe
Yeah.
somebody could sneak that past me.
Right. Watch out for those sweaty nerds at the
would've-
tournament, Courtney. They're going to try to cheat you. All right. Go ahead and get rid of no good to me dead. Great point, John.
Yeah, very good.
Yep.
All right, draw a card.
No.
No, I don't, Bazine.
That's
dude.
just Bazine.
I'll sneak that one past you too.
No, you won't. I'm watching you, sneaky.
So we just claim, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I will play out an R2D2 and will not use this ability because I like my card in my hand.
Okay.
Yep. All right, draw 2. Now I've got to discard a card. I got to kill a resource. Oh, these are good though. Okay, I will put this one down and I will. Where's my Spark
So we
Rebellion?
drew basically exactly what we wanted this turn.
Oh, just what I want to hear.
That 7-cost card that you drew is like really good against Han, but at the same time, like you usually don't want to cast it. And this is another tough resource. Like maybe it's just a Daring Raid.
Right, instead of using exploit.
Yeah. So probably resource Daring Raid here,
Okay.
and then play your other event, hopefully.
All right.
You have a play commentary question from Junior. He's wondering about some of the sequencing there around the DJ.
Well, I don't think there was a way for me to play DJ before he could kill
No.
DJ.
Right. Yeah. DJ was never happening.
Yeah, I was always an action away.
Right.
He was saying force him to play the ping chip. He did play the ping chip. That's what put me in this situation. And you Tarkintown. Yeah, I had initiative, but only had 4 resources. If I had 5 resources, then I would have DJ'd. Yeah. So, okay. So you have initiative.
Yep.
I have a Bodhi and an R2.
Yeah. So.
Yep. So, like, the main thing you do is you just want to just keep sending in your guys here. Keep your options open for when he tries to deploy Han.
Yeah.
3 to base.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I will. I'll ambush and kill this one with my Aztec gunship.
Nice.
Yep.
It's okay.
So then
It's not great.
yeah, like the 1 damage just goes
and when
back
it dies,
to his gunship.
and now you can kill the gunship.
Yep.
So maybe that's not so great. Or does she want to tap down one of my guys, which is also an option.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Well, did we keep the Daring Raid in our hand?
We did.
Wait, where's our triple Dark Raid? Didn't we draw triple Dark Raid?
We did.
Did you
Oh,
resource
resource
it?
the wrong thing.
Yeah. We
I
we
did.
want to resource the Daring Raid instead of the triple
Okay.
Dark Raid. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, I thought maybe resource the tank.
Yeah. We kept the wrong raid in our hand.
Right. That's exactly what it was. You said resource raid and I did the wrong one. Sorry, babe. Sorry,
all right.
Frank.
Don't apologize to me. I want you to miss resources. I need all the hope I can get.
Yeah.
So go ahead and
so
do.
probably just deploy Jango here now.
Okay.
Because he only has one resource. He can't really deal with Jango.
Yeah. And I'll put 3 on your base before you can kill my Bodhi.
Yeah, and I think now we're safe to do the triple dark raid. Because we can always just tap his Han with our Jango attack.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go to the hand cam and see what you got with that.
Another triple dark raid. So space, 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 space. That was pretty good. Let's go on the bottom.
So the first thing we need to look for here is, did we draw any Ruthless Raiders? And we did. So Ruthless Raider is always the best target, like 9 out of 10 times.
Okay. No Feds. Okay. Put those on the bottom.
Yep.
Put it in my hand. Play it.
Ouch. Where's that 2 damage going?
So yeah, it just goes to R2. Frank's base takes 2, and we get to exhaust his R2.
Yep. That's
Feels
so
like
good.
I-
What a great... Has there ever been a leader for Triple Dark Raid, Ruthless Raider better than Jango? I don't think so.
Yeah, it's so
This is
good.
pretty good.
It's a
Yeah.
Great combo.
Now I'm in a bad spot because the only way I can use my Han Solo is by resourcing a card that is a card I'd never ever want to resource. I love this. It's so good. And if I flip, you're just exhausting me anyway. So I'm going to take initiative and not have to lose the card advantage. Because you're just going to...
No reason to
Yeah, you're just going to
So-
exhaust me.
make
Yeah,
damage.
so-
on
So since he took initiative here, we don't have to worry about his Han leader this turn. So we can send Jango into his Bodhi,
Jango. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
and then be able to kill R2 next turn with the Raider if we need to.
Mm-hmm.
But he takes 4 more damage from the Raider too, so that's pretty good for us.
Yeah,
Pretty
y'all are in
effective.
good shape. Mm-hmm. I'm definitely seeing the power of the Jango Tarkintown deck up close and personal.
Yeah, you are. All right.
Yeah, then the Raider bounces back to our hand, and we get
Yep.
to
Thanks. Yeah.
see what
Use
we
her
get.
again. That's
Alright, so I go
by
6.
far the best triple dark raid choice.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
And you're at 6 also, so I know
Mhm.
I know my R2's dead to your Raider, and you're still holding my Han Solo flip turn
So there's a resource
hostage until I
smuggler
kill.
here.
Yeah, I mean, just one of the 2 drops gets resource. I mean, it doesn't really matter which one.
Yeah.
They're both kind of the same here. Probably the Crafty Smuggler. It's probably the worst one of the 2.
That's what I was thinking. At least Cartel can do something. But...
Mm-hmm.
All right. We're ready?
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm
we
gonna look
should.
at my resources. Put my hand down under the K2OD initiative token. That's 6. Do I want to go to 7 and play tricks, or do I want to do this? This is good too. Okay. I'll do 2 to your base with the R2.
Okay. Puts me at 10.
Mm-hmm.
And you're at 9. And he has 2 left on him. So.
Yeah, so we don't need to worry about anything he has in play yet. Like, the things we have to think about are like Plo Koon can't kill Jango right now. He can't play 7-drop Han unit, and he hasn't flipped his leader yet. So our Jango is safe. Like, there's nothing he can do to kill it with 1 action right now. So we probably just attack with the ship and just leave Jango sitting there.
Okay. So 3 to your base.
Alright, I'm at 12. I need to figure out a solution here. I will flip Han.
Alright, that's actually great for us because we can play that Raider that we just got last turn to just deal 2 damage to Han and exhaust them.
Look at our resources. Yep. That's so powerful.
It's great.
It feels like I need to have an answer for Jango. Like,
Yeah.
I need to kill Jango.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Alright. I realized I could have done a different play line this game. Junior would have made a better play than me this time. All right, I'll play out a falcon.
Okay.
Yep. And then Jango just goes 3 to base.
All right, and I
Just
will
basically the race is on.
Yep.
also do 3 to base.
And we get the claim.
Yep, draw 2. I could have put a blaster on R2 to start with, and in hindsight, that would have been better. That's okay. I'm learning. 4. I don't play a lot of Han. 6. I think I stay at 6. Yep.
So just
I do have to
I'm
pay
going
for the
7.
Falcon, so maybe I should
I
go
could do
to.
this and this.
Yeah,
I
it
needed
probably
to.
just
Yeah,
resource.
I am going to go here.
Maybe
So
it's like-
I would like to be at 7 resources here because we do have a 7 drop, but also we can do 6 plus 1 this turn if we need to. So I think Phantom's probably the worst card in your hand right now.
Okay. Good deal. All right, let's ready.
I'm
Yeah,
ready.
so-
I already paid for
So
my
we can
Falcon.
do a couple things this turn that could be interesting. Just trying to figure out the best way to play this turn.
Hold your cards
So-
lower.
Yeah, there's. Oh,
here-
sorry. Yeah.
Here's where this turn gets kind of cool and where the different lines in this deck kind of start to unfold. So that tank can actually exhaust like 2 things here, because the 2 damage from the tank is going to exhaust this Han leader, and the 2 damage from Ruthless Raider that you can exploit can deal damage to something, or you can
R2.
just exploit everything and actually just exhaust this whole board.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Or alternatively, we can just play like another Raider, and try to win the race that way by exhausting his Han. That way, because he can't currently kill our Jango unless he puts a blaster on his R2, which is totally fine with this.
Ooh, tricky play lines.
Yeah. So playing the Ruthless Raider is probably the safest. Because multiple Raiders is pretty tough to beat. We just have to make sure we don't just like accidentally die.
Right. Right. So go ahead and play the Raider first, or do I use?
Yeah, just to exhaust his Han
Okay.
leader there.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Kill. Yeah.
And
Never mind. Yeah.
that's the 4 damage, right?
Yeah.
It sits in the 4 damage. Okay. I will surprise strike with the Falcon to do 6
I
to
was
your
waiting. I was
base.
figuring that's what you were doing. Yep.
Your cameras are.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Yep, that's
Thank
my
you.
job to change the cameras, and I never remember.
All right, there we go. So 6 to base.
Now I like where
Let's
I'm
see what
at.
life's at. So we're at now what? Are we at 20? We're at
19.
19. Frank's at 15.
15.
We got 11 left. 4, 7, 10.
10. Yeah.
I'll check. This is actually not that bad. Yeah, I would just attack his face with like the Ruthless Raider, I guess. Or no, probably Jango, because he has to kill your Jango this turn.
You could
or
have
you're really in trouble.
You could have another surprise strike. You still have 4 resources open.
Yeah, I mean, if he does, he does.
Yeah.
You have 6
Sure.
life left, though, right?
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be surprise strike with
Oh,
my
that's
4
true.
resources.
That's right. That's right. You're right.
So you killing R2?
No.
Oh no, we're base.
Yeah, base.
Okay, I think you have to respect cunning.
Oh yeah.
Cunning. You don't? Tap +4?
I mean, if you got it, you got it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's true.
Okay. Yay, I get to win one. You're so nice to me.
So nice to you.
I think I would have gone ahead and just killed R2 with Jango there. But then again, I
Well,
could
I
have
mean,
taken initiative. You're not
like-
going to be able to.
Yeah.
Like, the thing with cunning is that because we're behind on this damage race, like, here's the way Han wins these games, is you're able to keep a board, right? So, if we kill R2, you still get to cunning us next turn, first action, which puts us like in a pretty bad spot because you can exhaust both the raiders, and we don't really have any avenue to kill you this turn.
Good points.
Right.
So
And if I had initiative too, I could hit for 6 with
Maybe another
because I have
triple raid,
I have a blaster. Yeah.
Oh, you do.
right.
Yeah. So that was the best
Yeah,
choice was to make
By
me
like
have the
attacking
cunning.
base there, what we wanted to do next turn is have initiative and be able to play the 7-drop tank and exploit both raiders, or even like one raider and a P-38, and we can exhaust your entire board that way.
That'd be great. Yeah.
Yeah, we can exhaust 3 things.
That's
which
fantastic.
Would,
Yay.
that would have
That's
won.
like a double cunning.
Oh yeah. That's crazy good.
One action.
Yeah.
So that was just the line that we took, but he had the answer for it. And
Right.
That's what happens in Star
That
Wars.
happens. Exactly. Yeah.
You just gotta take the best line and see what happens. Yeah.
That's
John
fantastic. I learned so much
Tatta.
today. I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Let's
That
review.
was just
If you want to check out John's blog, here
Unbelievably
it is.
helpful.
Bad Take Swoo. Go find it. And of course, John, we were super excited you were able to come on with us today for the show.
yeah. I was stoked when you told me. You
Yeah,
was
thanks
gonna
for
get to
having me. Yeah,
come. I was
it's
like, yes.
always fun.
Oh yeah.
We're going to look forward to your blog post this week, and you definitely have to let us know. Maybe we'll cross paths at a PQ this set. That'd be fun.
Oh, for sure.
Are you going to travel for
Yeah.
some?
I peeked at the list. I know there's one in West Virginia this time, which
Okay.
is cool. And then, of course, the Pittsburgh area has one. So that's the area I'm from. So all the ones around there, I'll probably try to go to.
Oh, yeah. Then you probably do run into Ian a lot because he's from Philly.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see Ian a good bit at the. I saw him at the PQ, and then I see him at all
Sure.
the Star City events because they're all
Yeah.
roughly in this area.
That makes sense. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic day.
Yeah,
Awesome.
we're one of our favorite shows we've done. having John on
Absolutely.
here.
Absolutely.
Definitely well respected as one of the top players in the game, and
And-
no one has results like you do. So
That's for sure.
you can quantify it somehow.
And having the walkthrough with you today on this new Jenga meta is fantastic. And
Yeah.
I get some other
Yeah, always happy
things
to
be
help.
meta.
It's always fun. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you so
Well,
much for
y'all
taking
can
your time
find-
out today.
You can find John in the K2OD Discord and on his blog. And thanks. And you come by
Check
and
out
hang
these
out.
videos later.
Yeah, we'll
I'm
have the
definitely
bottom
gonna
later.
rewatch them.
But we also appreciate you, John, because you come and hang out on our Twitch channel sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Like we see you when we're streaming. You come by, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We really very much appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thank you. Join in tomorrow.
Thanks, everybody. It was a fun stream today.
Yep.